Hey, I hope everybody is having a wonderful Monday. I'm Sarah, and today I'm going to be talking about the American Red Cross Association. Love the Red Cross. They are one of my favorite organizations because of the constant outreach that they do and how they turn nobody away and how their goal is really to help everybody in need. I bet that you didn't know that the American Red Cross actually supplies over 40% of the nation's blood and that they respond to a disaster every 8 minutes. That is really crazy to think about. This also means the Red Cross responds to over 62,000 disasters every single year, and they do it with the help of volunteers because they're a nonprofit organization. This means that over 95% of the Red Cross's workers are volunteers. What sets aside the Red Cross from other organizations, in my opinion, is their unwavering integrity and support to be there when it matters. The Red Cross is ran at 3 different levels. First, you have the local, then the national, and finally the global. And their whole purpose is to provide humanitarian aid through disaster relief, blood collection, and providing support to military personnel, veterans, and victims of war. They currently employ an array of services and relief for different types of disasters, including hurricanes, fires, home fires, wildfires, floods, earthquakes, even winter storms. They also provide a multitude of blood services. They collect everything from blood to platelets to plasma to be able to send them to hospitals for medical procedures and transfusion, which ultimately contributes to saving thousands of lives every year. And as I will mention later in this speech, the Red Cross was actually formed out of war, so still continuing today, they provide support to military veterans as a resource. When it comes to natural disaster, the Red Cross works extremely hard to provide physical, mental, and monetary relief to those affected by the disaster. One of the most recent current events that hit close to home for Jacksonville was Hurricane Dorian, a absolutely massive Category 5 hurricane that swept over the Bahamas and left thousands of people and animals without basic needs. According to a statement released by Stephen Andrews, who is a deputy director for the Red Cross, says that shelter, food, water, medicine, and communication are the most current urgent needs for the Bahamas. This is exactly why hundreds of volunteers have been sent over there to provide care and relief that those people need right now. As I have previously mentioned, the Red Cross doesn't just tailor to one specific type of natural disaster. Not only do they help those affected by hurricanes, they also help those that are affected by fires. According to the Red Cross organization's webpage, 7 people die and 36 are injured every day because of a fire. When a fire does occur, the Red Cross takes action by sheltering families, providing them food and medical care, and also supporting first responders. If you haven't heard of the Red Cross from all the natural disasters that have been occurring around the world, you probably do know about them from their contributions to save people's lives through blood donations that they receive every day. Blood is such a basic human necessity of life. I could never imagine having a blood-related health concern, just like my cousin who has sickle cell disease does. This is the reason why organizations like the Red Cross have blood drives to provide people with blood that need it. Because blood is a sterile body fluid, the Red Cross does set regulations and eligibility requirements for those who do want to donate. If you do meet the eligibility requirements to donate blood, there is a process that the blood does go through before it reaches its destination. Once you donate blood, it is then taken, processed, and tested for different blood diseases such as syphilis, HIV, hepatitis, and Zika. After the blood is tested, it is then distributed as donations to hospitals who use it for a variety of reasons, including to help cancer patients, trauma patients, and those with chronically ill diseases. Right now, there's actually a huge demand for blood and not enough donors. According to a publication titled The Market for Blood, the current annual worldwide supply of whole blood is 100 million units at 450 milliliters per unit. In the US, only 3 out of every 100 people donate the blood that is needed by the Red Cross. This can pose a huge problem, especially when supply for blood increases due to natural disaster, yet demand stays stagnant or decreases due to lack of donors. Yet the Red Cross is still providing life-saving services to people who need blood every day. On top of providing relief from natural disasters and providing life-saving blood services every day, the Red Cross also provide support to current military and veterans. This is one of their main focuses as the Red Cross was found during a time of war. The origins of the Red Cross can be dated back to the year 1859 when a man by the name of Henry Durant witnessed a brutal fight in the city of Solferino, Italy. After witnessing the fight, he decided to write a book titled A Memory of Solferino, which gained him recognition and helped him land a seat on a committee to assess national relief. According to author and researcher Ian McAllister, the original emphasis on the Red Cross was on wars and war-linked activities. After the committee was finished, the Red Cross was originally founded as the International Committee of the Red Cross. They decided to make their symbol the inverse of the Swiss flag so that people could recognize battlefield workers. As Better mentioned in the International Review of the Red Cross, author Andrew Thompson says, "The Red Cross realized that colonialism was fast losing its morals and political legitimacy, and that their position in the international sphere was to be more actively defended." In 1864, 12 countries signed the Geneva Convention, which was to create standards of international law for humanitarian treatment in war. After the Geneva Convention was signed, Henry Durant unfortunately filed bankruptcy and resigned. However, the product of Henry Durant's success today is what we call the Red Cross. Today and overall, the Red Cross is known for providing humanitarian relief to people all around the world. The work the Red Cross has done has saved thousands of lives and has impacted millions of people worldwide. I think it's amazing that we have an organization like the Red Cross that strives every day to change and save millions of people's lives.